Yeah, that's right, you read today's video title correctly. I'm going to be experimenting with macro photography. I have absolutely no clue what lenses and equipment you need to do macro photography, so I did a quick search on Google and it turns out you have to be recommended between 90mm lens and 105mm lens. Turns out I don't have them because my camera is a bridge camera. This means I can't change lenses. But never mind that, I did another quick Google search and it came up with all these lenses that are recommended. It was like, I do not have them. But what I do have is this mode on my bridge camera called a macro mode. So that's what I'm going to be using today, and hopefully it works and hopefully we get some results like this. Let's see how it turns out. We are going to be doing a bit of macro photography using this mode here, the little icon. But I'm going to turn that on now, and as you can see, we've got this like macro mode, which is like close-up shots, and then you've also got this like super macro, which is close-up shots like up to 1 centimeter. So we're gonna give that a go now, and I think a perfect example to start off with is actually these daffodils. So I'm gonna carefully like bring their heads up. They're like kind of pointing down at the moment. Oh, I did not check my settings before this, so I'm gonna need to bring down the shutter speed. See if I can get actual decent shots. Colours, the lighting's alright in that. I guess the detail on this like macro mode is not too good, but I mean it is good, but it's really not as good as having the actual lens, right? As I said in the intros, like what's recommended is a 90mm to 105mm lens. That's what's recommended. I'm gonna try and get these flowers down there. I would give you information on what the flowers are, but I actually don't know. So if you know, drop them in the comments down below what type of flowers these are. All of these photos that you see here are gonna be unedited, so they're just gonna be like original photos from the camera, because I'm not trying to edit them, as we're just testing out a zoom, not a zoom lens. I mean, this camera just have a zoom lens, but testing out the macro mode. I wonder if I can get a bit of foreground from the nettle. I'm not sure. Let me know which photo you prefer at the end of the whole video. We're down to a different location. As you can see, it's like another slightly woodland area. But we're going to try to do some more macro photography, not just of flowers but of plants as well, just to see what depth of field is like and things like that. But I've spotted this pheasant through this field here, and I'm going to try and get a photo of it. I know it's not like macro photography, but I'm just going to try and get a photo of it because why not? But I might actually start doing a bit more nature photography, sorry. I'm liking his framing also. I need the head to come round. Yeah, I like the leaves at the bottom of the frame, but anyway, as I was saying, we're gonna go back and turn on the macro mode, super macro, and I'm just gonna test out what it's like. I mean, it's pretty boring, but it's just simple. It's just like dirt, stones and like wood on the floor here, but I'm gonna see what kind of texture we can get. Yeah, so I'm just gonna get down to the ground. I might even go for like a leading line shot, even though there's not any lines, but it's at the end of the road. So, but first I'm just gonna go with like a texture-y shot here of the wood and bark that's coming off the trees. I don't know, but I like it. It looks quite natural. And you know what, I might even like start fiddling with it, creating different frames and compositions using the twigs and that. That is actually a good photo. Thing that the macro mode does is that it adds like a bit of blur to the photo, but not extreme bokeh, but it does add a blurry background. But anyway, we're gonna continue. Might even get close to a tree, because why not, and get I'm just gonna get close to a tree. Well, actually I can't really get close, but I'm gonna try zoom in, and apparently I can't zoom in with the macro mode on, so I've just discovered that about my own camera while doing this video, but I might go down here. I came here for this like wood here. I'm not sure what the plant's called. I've actually completely forgotten, but it looks nice. It's just random, and twigs are all over the place. So using the macro mode, I'm gonna focus on one subject. I don't want it to be too boring though. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna, like I did back at the other one when I was taking a photo of the road, I'm gonna try and like fiddle with some sticks and like leaves, try and get a good composition of the frame without getting my hands stung as well. So I don't know, I'm just gonna tuck it under there, and we're just gonna get a shot focusing on that. I think it was decent. I mean, it's alright. At the end of this video, I will be doing a full review of what it is like to use a macro mode on a camera. So if you want to check that out, keep watching to the end of the video. Well, there will also be hashtag shoutouts as well, so don't miss out on them. We're going to switch location in 3, 2, 1. Now we're in a completely different location, and what we're going to do now, we're just going to, like, as I said before, we're going to take a close-up picture of the bark, but before that, got to turn the super macro on, because it's meant to get closer anyway to the object you're shooting. And also, the annoying thing about having like a mode on, I'm not sure if it's on all cameras at all, but the mode turns off when you turn the camera off as well. So every time you have to turn the camera on, you have to turn the mode on as well. So that's one thing that I do not like, but you know, here's what it is. And we're about to get a shot, and maybe bring the lens closer. As I bring the lens closer, I don't know if it's just because it's like a rough background or uneven surface of a background, but it tends to lower quality. I'm also going to see if I can get a photo of these horse tracks here, like footprints, but hoof prints I guess you'd say. Yeah, I'm going to get down low to the ground and see what I can do, because the nice thing about this is, or with photography in general, is that I'm just going a bit off topic, but with photography you can tell a story. For example, if you're doing like street photography, every single portrait you take is a story. Like atmosphere in that specific photo may be different to all the others. So I was just putting it out there that photography can tell a story as well. But yeah, we got that horseshoe shot, and I want to go for kind of a non-natural like photo. I'm gonna get a photo of this rusted barbed wire fence, see how it turns out. I'm gonna switch the angles up as well. Still using the super macro. I haven't changed the settings yet. I'm gonna get it from this end. I don't know if we can get it to focus on this specific like barbed wire. Oh, there we go. That's good enough, right? There's another bush here. I've actually completely forgotten what this is called again, but we might need to hop the fence, which I'll be with you in a minute. We've hopped the fence, and I'm on super macro. I'm actually preferring super macro. I'm not sure why. I think it's just because it has the advantage of getting closer and with more detail. But yeah, that's probably why I keep using it. I'll focus on here. I want to see if we can get a fairly blurry background again. If I just focus on a specific petal or flower, it kind of blurs out the background, but as I said, it doesn't really like do it extremely with like massive circles of bokeh, but it is there. Thanks for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. My conclusion is that I think the macro mode is really good, and it consistently kept a blurry background in every single photo that I took, so I really liked that. And I just think it's a nice mode to have on the camera if you want to get a blurry background and a close-up shot within like 3 centimeters of the object you're shooting. So it's really good, and it just goes to show that you don't have to have a 90mm to 105mm lens like recommended in the intro. Now we're going to go over to the Instagram. I'm going to throw screen recorder on, and we're going to go through the hashtag. If you didn't know, I have a hashtag HaydesPH over on my Instagram, and I give shout outs every single video at the end of every single video. So we're going to go into recents, and we're going to scroll down. This plant photo straight away is catching my eye by JJC I love the framing with the 2 leaves either side of the plant, and the purple stands out, so I love that. Thanks for using a hashtag. We're going to scroll down. This set by Trev's Photos is really nice. I'm loving the vibe and the evening sunset as well. So thanks for using a hashtag. Keep the photos up. Really nice. And one last one by Lucas Francis at Ken Gorms National Park. I absolutely love this with the reflection and the mountain, and also the sky in the evening. It's just really nice. So thanks for using a hashtag. That's going to be it for today's video, and I'll see you next time. Make sure to like and subscribe.